Next one misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next pitch is outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
No outs, runner at first. Now it's the DH, Andrew McCutchen. Conforto aboard here at first with nobody out. Pitch misses. And that is ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball down the left field line. Back there. See you later. And they lead it. It's 2-0. And here is Kyle Higashioka. And a swing and a miss.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
High in the air, out to right. Butler on the move. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head. But going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Royce Lewis in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Kelly, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Mike Trout in the dirt.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
And a foul ball. On a strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Pulled Bichette up to the dish. This one in the dirt.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow.
Rudder takes off. Swing and a ground ball. So digging in, Gil Hodges. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Bichette goes. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes some insurance as the runner scores from third. Caught in a rundown now. Across is the runner from first.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other.
Checking in, Jordan Lawler. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Out to short. One out in the top of the first.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Jason Kipnis batting with one down. Takes a strike. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now it's the shortstop, Carson Williams. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hank snags it, and that is that.
Yeah, trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move.
And we're back here at Fenway Park. And on the hill today, Randy Johnson. What do you look for here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Gil Hodges leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground, and it goes just foul. And he deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Torres leads off first with one away.
Right through there for a strike. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Now they get the runner in a rundown. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here is Gary Sanchez. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
1-0.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Outside with a breaking ball. Second inning here, no score. Ripped to right. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Heading for the plate. The relay throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Manuel Rodriguez taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That one fouled off.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots. I'm just waiting for a foul ball up here. I mean, this
cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off. Down to the plate. Tag. Not in time. He scores. And they lead by 2. Max Kepler at the plate. It was in this ballpark. You and I were working together in the 2013 Division Series, and you caught one. You remember it? Be honest. You remember that?
I do.
Bichette whips it to first. And that is that. Back inside Fenway Park, and here is Michael Conforto. Zingy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's off the Green Monster. Around first, heading for 2.
All over that one right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way. On a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen swinging a foul out of play. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Conforto stands at second with no outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that gets down into the gap. Conforto rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Save!
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put it.
Line drive, base hit. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. The 0-1. And it falls. The run scores from third, and it's a 1-run game.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Mike Trout at the plate now, and that's inside. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and 1-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is a big first out. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Fouled off down the right side.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you
strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And here's the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
2 on, 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here at Fenway, and now batting Mike Trout. Rodriguez back to work. In the air, right side. And there's one down. Now the third baseman, Jordan Lawler. Grounded out to short in his first trip. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Trout sizing this one up. He's got it. Out number 2. Now the number 2 hitter, Jason Kipnis. Fly to left his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Now a fly ball to right center. Stretches out and hauls it in. Set for the bottom of the third, and the batter now, Gleyber Torres. And a strike to Gleyber.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. So up next, Hank Aaron. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. 1 out, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensure safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Fastball is outside. Williams zips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Fenway, start of the fourth, and now the shortstop, Carson Williams. And that one is lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. There's Gary Sanchez.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Infield comes in now. With the go-ahead run at third, here in extra innings. Hard ground ball for a base knock. In comes the run from third. It's 3-2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
That one missed.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
First and second, 1 out. Here's Kike Hernandez. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. To Hodges in time. That's an inning-ending double play. And we're back. And now the DH, Andrew McCutchen. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
Fair ball. Around third. He'll score easily.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
No outs. Runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle Higashioka. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
That's the ball. Yeah. 1-1.
Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw comes in, and the winning run moves up to second with nobody out. Here's Royce Lewis. RBI single his last time up. Williams. There's one. On to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of it. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Strike 1. The winning run at third. And here in extra innings. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Just missed. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. And now it's filled up.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Grounds 1 to short. Williams. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. New inning getting started. J.D. Martinez stands in. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
No, that's down. Ball.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Man at second. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Big RBI for him right there. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Relay to first. Double play. Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. Flied to right his first time. That one misses. 1-0. And that one fouled off. Next offering misses. Ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Roll fires. Ruther takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw safe. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground to third. Lewis throws to first. That ends the inning and stops. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Slider clips the corner. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Line drive to short and caught. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. So they're down to their final out. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that'll do it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence.
Suddenly always on my mind. really gone up. So you better buzz. Finna see who really wanna us. Really spilling blood. Everybody tough. So they gotta go and see the judge. Just better hush. Remember growing up, all I wanted was to be a wanted me to get a little bread. The couple in the head, still outside. I don't hide from it for life. Had to fight for my life. Took them hits in stride. If I die for the guys, have my candlelight going up like the club. After that, go slide. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that shit I saw in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back. 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 Yeah, whenever I miss those days, visit my LA. Under the ground, running around, we was them kids that played. All in the street, following leads, who lost their way. Some of them outside still, some of them inside graves. I'm a real beach boy, come ride my wave. Left me with the either or, fill these voids and fill my bank. Blue strips only, you switched on me. Mama told me about you snakes, keep my teeth off safety. You know you can't never be too safe. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that shit I saw in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back.
I be gone.
Hope you watching your
Watch my back. Stay gon' run on how they come.
Hope you watching.
Get your block, but get back. Up first, better not miss that. Tell me if you with that.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as friends. These gon' wear disguise. Why you betray my trust? I thought it was love, but the doesn't come by surprise. Nothing as real as the same when you trace your drink, dog. You just gotta open your eyes. This water's up, filled with all type of blood suckers. Put the on my blood, brother. Ain't no worse feeling when you tryna run up a million, but they don't got no love for you. Where the love go? When I showed them the utmost, man, that shit is so cutthroat. That was my mistake. Boy, I won't make that shit again. Never let up close. So his mama too, this dedication, boy, I want the drama too. And I ain't it all
baseball from the Lone Star State. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's Houston going up against Florida. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now and getting to start. Mackenzie Gore. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 1 away. So digging in, Jose Bautista. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 out, base is empty. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag, and that quickly 2 away. Now it's going to be Jason Varitek. Line drive. Nice grab. From Daikin Park in Houston, we've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's Australia going up against Florida. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound in this one, Mackenzie Gore.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. In the air, right field. Bautista has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out. And now the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Gore, in his fourth year, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Good eye right there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Fouled off. He was late. Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Grounder might be two. Pendleton over to second, over to Murray for the inning-ending double play. Back here in Houston. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Blake Snell. What's the word on him?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
You can feel the extra attention on Elly anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases, he can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's going to be Terry Pendleton. Elly on his way to second. Lifted in the air, right field. Bautista has a beat on it. Brings it in. And there's one away. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Runner on the move. Fought off foul. De La Cruz, the base runner at first with one out. And fouled off. Off the plate inside. Now 1-2. Runner goes again. In the dirt. De La Cruz into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. Pendleton. Now 2 out. Now they've got him in a rundown. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Back here at Dyken Park, here's Ketel Marte. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
You're ball, one strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. We've got ourselves a pitching change. Aroldis Chapman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there's one down. And now Terry Pendleton. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Next pitch is outside. One out, base is empty. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
One down, base is empty. Just missing there, and it's 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. One down, runner at first. Stepping in, Braden Montgomery. And that one fouled off. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Grounded to third, could be two. To Lee. Over to Murray for the inning-ending double play. Bottom half of inning number 2, and here is Jose Bautista. Snell back to work. In there at the knees. Strike one. Just missed.
That's the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Late on that fastball.
1 and 2's the count.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So up next, Braden Montgomery. That one misses. Ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 and 1.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Sends it across to first. That ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Jason Dominguez. That one out to right. And a quick out, number 1. Now, Eddie Murray. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. Anthony Santander at the plate. And he swings through that one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next pitch misses, and it's 1 and 2. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Bautista towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Back here in Houston, bottom of the inning. Now here is Brooks Lee. Bautista, long run. pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really important at bat coming up now.
Montgomery trying to get to it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay, safe at third, and the winning run is on the doorstep. Big at bat coming up with Elly De La Cruz stepping in. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. In from third is a tying run. 1-0 the final. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Vida Blue. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
Elly De La Cruz, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Out to short. Throw on to Santana. One up, one down. Terry Pendleton, the next to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope. Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late, and he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
And now, Jason Varitek. Fly ball down the line. And that'll get down for a hit. Relay to third. The tag out. Jose Bautista now at the plate. First pitch not close. In the dirt, but kept close. Varitek Marte off of first with 2 away. And that one misses up and in. And it's 3-0.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Chourio makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Mackenzie Gore. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Takes it in for the out. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Gore measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. And he holds it first with a single. Nice job getting the ball back in there. Anthony Santander at the plate. Runner breaks early for second, and a step off. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner on the go again. Pitch misses.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Step off. Oh, he jumped early and safe. It's a stolen base.
You got to be careful with a guy like this at the plate. Stealing second may eliminate him from getting.
Goes down looking. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jason Chourio. Runner breaks for third.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Braden Montgomery. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Blue back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Into center. He's under it. Touches down. That's a hit.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
That's out to center field, and a base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at-bat. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Montgomery at third. Rutschman at second. Murray at first with no outs. Brings it in. Runners tag up from second and third. Relay throw.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Ryan Reynolds stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. He's got it, and there's two away. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Applies the tag, and they get two. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Jason Chourio. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Gets to it on to first. And there's two gone following the strikeout. Jonathan Clase will hit next. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper. Just
runner on the go. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a foul out of play.
definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning. Top half of the third inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Drilled out towards left center field. Santander ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Terry Pendleton, the next to hit. Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball one. Line drive, base hit.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Foul ball there. Pendleton stands at first with one out. Runner on the go. Foul ball still 0-2.
That's a ball.
Runner goes again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Bautista pulls it down, and there's two gone. So now it's the four-hole hitter, Jose Bautista. First offering, runner goes. Marte gets it to first, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Just missed. And that one fouled off. That's off the inside corner. 2-1.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that skips into dirt. Bounce to the left side. Pendleton. Whips it across. One gone, bottom of the third inning. And the batter now, Nasim Nunez. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down.
De La Cruz at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. That clips the corner. A one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. And fouled off. This could end it. Got him! And that is the ball game.
So much rides on each and every at-bat in these 3-inning games. It's like the playoffs. Sometimes all it takes is one big swing and some great pitching to come away with a quick 1-0 win.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one.
she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Glimmer. 6 deep in the sprinter. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Shine so bright, she's caught in the glimmer. Glimmer, glimmer, glimmer. 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 Glimmer.
I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of the same routine, keeping up this facade of mine. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby, and then we're gonna get real. Pretty soon I'll be talking my rhythm, so I can keep running in my mind. Now will you provide your family with groceries? Is that too much? Too much? Said I love you, baby. Real love. Yeah. Real love is buying groceries for your family.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. The making of the mob, the changing of the guard, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb. The big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds. The victorious odds, the talented Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder. If it's blood in the water, no stopping the top chicken like a chupacabra. Salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama. Rappers get medevac to the trauma. To the lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. Was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testified to lyrical. I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was gonna do when I was 10.
Trust the vibe, Winnister, fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, and God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my loaded with charges, don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection. They be like black. Well, who knew we'd be receiving a new you? This Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me Pharaoh Khufu, misinterpret my level of genius and call it cuckoo. But the Swahili meaning of freedom is still Uhuru. To the booth guru, I deliver the truth to you. Who got the nerve to act as if this isn't proof to you that I will mobilize a militia and troop to you? No telling what I got in the system to through you. If it's too brutal, look the other way like I'm robbing you. But surrender all your valuables as if I'm you as I slide. The hassle to the side, like a tassel, the facade of the place I reside. It's like a castle, I'm the honorable. Pen Saint Noir, my nom de gar, I'm the czar. The Peking to Paris is my kind of car. I'm the R, I'm the L, I'm the Kane. All correlated, unadulterated power, the king. Been coronated, wake up, no masquerade. Remove the makeup. It's no sleep and my eyes refuse to stay shut. It's gatekeepers responsible for this place, but historically the authorities been morally bankrupt. Into the executioner, speaking of retribution, I was in the Lucifer even to catch the future. Me and the best producers out again, on route again. Airborne audio spores, it's like an allergen. So, in conclusion, I wanna clear the confusion. Any rumors the artist you're currently hearing is human. The shapeshifter, weightlifter, I hate it. I'm the great victor behind the bars, state prisoner.
allergy, 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 allergy.
I'm allergic to the bad vibes. I'm allergic to the bad minds. I'm allergic to a lazy. They wanna cover my energy. Leave me alone if it's no money. To the problem, I'm the remedy. I'm just chilling, sipping. Observating, I'm the referee. I'm allergic to the. See the liar from afar. See I pull up with a mask. Protect myself from wahala. Who they tryna patronize me? I'm young and I'm lit and I'm free. Hold on, give me a second. Body they run when I sneeze.
Allergy, 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 allergy.
Mama business like a Marlon Sugar. I'm Suki Killer Bukayo Saka. I was so low but I learned how to fly. Can you believe I was a road runner? I was confined in the dragon's den. I could still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I built from a